I've come to Belfast in the build-up to the marching season. I'm heading into town with Norman Riley, a Protestant taxi driver. Everywhere there are flags marking out Unionist and nationalist territory, and murals celebrating the paramilitaries.
This is us now, heading into the Shankill Road. And they say that the Shankill Road's a core of loyalists.
Well, already, look, I can see every lamppost has got a flag that says Britain to me, yeah?
They've always flown flags in the loyalist communities. That's a way of identifying the type of neighbourhood.
I'm surprised to find people still marking out their territory so blatantly. But I'm even more surprised by what Norman shows me next.
Now, you'll see here on my right, this is the peace line. So this is the wall.
This wall here, yeah?
And this wall separates Protestants and Catholics. There's actually, believe it or not, in and around 40 of these walls in Belfast.
Still?
Yep. There's more walls that have been built after the ceasefire than before.
So after the ceasefire, after the Good Friday Agreement, there have been more
walls have been built after. Because of sectarianism, they're building walls to separate communities. Now, this is the biggest one there is.
Yeah.
The longest, to prevent them throwing stones over.
Just stones?
Well, stones, maybe petrol bombs.
A 60-foot wall. What happens if it was taken down tomorrow?
Take it down tomorrow, there could be trouble here by that night or by the weekend.
The wall stretches for half a mile. Norman agrees to take me to the Catholic side, accessed through a steel gate, open by day and locked at night.
Those gates aren't as high as the fence, though.
No,
there's
but
nothing...
there's camera. There's a steel pole to the right, and there's a big camera that monitors the gates, obviously linked to the police station. So now this is the Catholic neighbourhood we're in.
In 1969, this street was burned down by a loyalist mob, and 1,500 Catholics lost their homes. It was one of the events that started the Troubles.
Why are there now more walls since the Good Friday Agreement?
I always say to people, if you take the name of them, they're called peace walls. They're designed to keep the peace between the two communities. So the only time that the wall will come down is when the people feel safe enough in these areas that the wall can come down. And when they request that it gets taken down, that's when
and that presently, that's not the situation.
It's not happening. You know, you just don't feel safe. You don't feel safe.
One thing is needed in both communities is trust. A lot of trust needed.
If I went into a pub on the Shankill Road or he went into a pub on the Falls Road, he just wouldn't trust the people who's sitting beside, and I wouldn't trust the people who I was sitting beside.
That's it.
You don't go for a beer when you knock off?
No, definitely not. Wouldn't do it. Wouldn't even contemplate it.
It's crazy, and we'll have to break down all those barriers. As he says, it's a trust issue.
The house just there on Monday was raided and ammunition was found inside it. Police have returned. We don't know exactly why, and they won't tell us, but we have been told that explosive ordnance disposal are on their way, so we're going to see what's going to happen.